I wanted to talk to you today about the wealth that you've been ignoring. And when I say the wealth you've been ignoring, I mean the wealth I've been ignoring. Because I've been so focused on my financial wealth, I've been doing all the right things there, grafting, full-time job, building my business, launching the podcast and publishing every week. I'm spinning a lot of plates doing all the things. And in recent turn of events, I've been ignoring my financial health. No, I haven't been ignoring. I've been ignoring my. What have I been ignoring? I've been ignoring my health wealth. And I think the reason why I'm going to give you this little update today is just so you know what to expect is what's going to come over the next few weeks, because I'm creating a new series of on here on YouTube. It's not going to be a podcast. I mean, that'll have its own thing, but every week I'm going to record my weeks of how I'm going to improve my health. And I've set myself a 10-week challenge, and I say it's only 10 weeks because I go on holiday in 10 weeks. So let me start at the beginning, which is a very good place to start. 2 weeks ago, I reached out to the doctor and asked for a most recent cholesterol check, is which he said no. He said if your lifestyle's the same, blah, 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 you don't need another cholesterol check. But which was a bit weird because I was going to go on statins for my cholesterol 3-4 years ago, but because my partner and I were about to start IVF, he was like, wait till you've had your babies, then you can go on your statins. Well, the IVF thing didn't happen, and I'm aware my cholesterol is going to be higher, and I'm getting older, so I thought, okay, I should get checked out. Anyway, that didn't happen. The doctor didn't want to do another test. Fair enough. Okay. So then fast forward a week after that, which was last week, my IBS has been really, really bad lately, like really bad. And it's been since the middle of February, and it's now the end of April. So my IBS has been really bad since February. So I had one really, really bad night. I was in agony, like my stomach was horrendous. Like it was bloated. It looked like I was 6 months pregnant, and I'm not. And I was just so bloated and so much in pain going to the toilet. You don't need to know all the gory details, but it was bad. And then following morning, when I finally got back to sleep, I woke up because it was a work day, so I had to go through all that, then go do a full shift at work. Because of that bad night, I thought I've got to reach out to the doctor. This can't be it. It's only getting worse. So anyway, I called the doctor that morning and asked for a telephone appointment. Doctor called me, asked me some scary questions, and of which I said no to all them answers because there weren't no scary answers. Anyway, he said, can you come in right now for a blood test? Shoot myself. Ironically, but no, I didn't. But I panicked. I left work, had my blood test, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, a few days later, I got my results. It turns out that I have high cholesterol, which I knew, but it's even higher. It's increased by 18.7 something % in a year. That's not great. I am quite upset about that result because I do work hard on my health. Not as hard as I used to, but I don't have as much time as I used to. I work so much. I'm always busy. I'm already overflowing with everything. And now it's like I felt like it's another thing that I failed at. It's like of course, But once I had my mini meltdown inside, I was like, okay, the situation is the situation. There's nothing you can do about it. Yes, I am going to go on medication. I've got a call with the doctor this Friday, and I have no doubt that he is going to put me on statins. But that doesn't mean, just because I'm going on the tablets, it doesn't mean that I can eat all the crap and not change anything. To me, that's just It's disrespectful. It's waste of NHS time, and just I've got to take responsibility for my body and the things I can control. So all of that being said, the reason for this video is to say I'd like you to join me, and I'm gonna be showing up every single week on this 10-week challenge. I don't know what kind of challenge it's going to be yet. I'll probably share that in the next video with the whole week's things. I mean, I could do 75 hard, I could do 75 soft. I don't think 75 hard is realistic for me, because like I said, I'm so busy, and I'd be setting myself up for failure. I think it would be effective, but at what cost? So that's all I really have to say. It's yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And it's just a shame. I'm only 41 and my cholesterol is already so high. But I think the thing that has freaked me out the most of it all isn't the result. It's the fact that I went last Monday, and as soon as I went to the doctors, the IBS disappeared. The pain, everything disappeared. So my body, or my spirit, depending on how you want to look at it, was screaming at me, and I had been ignoring it for 2 months. And as soon as I listened to it, I mean, I had no choice, it was that bad, but as soon as I started listening to it, it disappeared, like literally overnight, and I'm back to normal now. And that's really freaky, knowing that your body is talking to you all the time. But are you listening? Because I wasn't. And imagine if I'd ignored my body that night and just made some usual excuses. Oh, it was just a bad night, just a bit of bellyache, so, you know. Imagine if I hadn't have done that, and fast forward a year later, I might not have been here. And I'm not saying like woe is me or to bring the vibes down. That could be the truth of the situation. So yeah, Christ. So if you're ignoring anything within your body, I'm telling you, go get it checked out before it's too late. That's a bit grim, but you know what I'm saying. So this is only like a little quick hello life update type video, but this is what you're going to be seeing over the next 10 weeks at least. It could be forever, to be fair, because it's a forever journey, isn't it, for me? It's a forever thing now. I will be sharing things on Substack a lot about the journey, as well as the video on here, but the video can only contain what it contains. There'll be additional things over on my Live Full Retire Early Substack publication. I guess that's a publication, newsletter thing, place. So that's it for now. I've rambled a lot. I had so much to say. I think I ended up saying very little of it, but this is what's happening. This is the life update, and here's the next 10 weeks at least of to see what I can change within the next 10 weeks. One thing I am quite pleased about in this horrible situation is the fact that I kind of now have no choice to focus on my diet, my lifestyle, and because I feel like I have neglected myself. I mean, the results tell you that, but what I've noticed I've lost a bit of confidence within my body. Nothing is technically changed, but I think the IBS and the bloatedness and the feeling uncomfortable, it has taken some confidence from me, and I don't understand why. Because I notice that when my partner has like touched me, I'm like, because I just feel so uncomfortable and so disgusting because I'm so bloated. But so this is a positive to come out of it, because I want to work on that confidence, build that confidence back up, because I am a confident girly overall. You know, I mean, I'm quite, you know, I know my good bits, I know my bad bits. I accept me for however I am. So I don't know where that confidence or that lack of confidence is gone. But that's a positive that's come out of it, as well as, you know, knowing my health and surviving. So anyway, yeah, I've been rambling on for 10 minutes. I'm gonna go head back to work. It's so hot in this car. It's 17 degrees with no aircon on. So I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next week for week 1 of my 10-week challenge. See you later. Bye bye.